out there again. This time I'm out at Blackwater State Park, and I'm about to start the Juniper Creek section of the Blackwater section of the Florida Trail. I've been on this trail a lot of times in little sections, but this was my first overnight hike on this trail right here. I did 30 miles all the way up to the Hurricane Lake area. And on this trip, I'm just going to be going about 7 miles in to the Red Clay Bluff on Juniper Creek. I'm going to set up camp down there on the bluff, hopefully. And then I'm going to pack it up in the morning and go out. It's a one-nighter, but it's better than a no-nighter. And I can't wait. I love this trip. So starting out on this section, you're in this really thick area, and there's some tea swamp over there. I'll be following these blue blazes. This is pretty low lying right here. It's right by the river, and pretty soon we'll be going up. And there are all kinds of tracks down here with some kind of critter. Knows. Anyway, I'm just really happy to be out here. This is my first solo trip in a very, very long time. I haven't been solo in a long, long time. I've been going out with my buddy Nate. This little... God, I think the last time I went solo was... Oh gosh, look at this. Anyway, Mississippi, the Black Creek Hiking Trail was the last solo trip I did. I'm glad to be out here by my lonesome. Looks like we had a lot of rain recently, so I'm going to be going through some mud. Good thing I brought lots of socks. So let me tell you about this pack I'm using. It was $20 on Amazon. It's 40 liters, and it stuffs into itself. That's right, the little top lid on it, it stuffs into that. $20. It weighs about a pound and a couple of ounces, I think. What's significant about this trip is that it's my first lightweight trip. I'm not lugging around a bunch of heavy stuff in a big ginormous pack. Why? Because I want to know what it's like to not have a huge honking load on my back and pushing down on my shoulders, even with load lifters. And I might be taking one heck of a risk by coming out here with this pack, but I'm doing it just to prove that, you know, if all goes well, it can be done, and it is a good solid pack for $20. this way. See? And now we were approaching what I remember last time myself referring to as the spooky forest. Look at this. Isn't this cool? All right. More footbridges. I'm really impressed with this camcorder, actually. It's a Sony HDR CX440, I think. And works really great in low light conditions. Alright, so tree I gotta go around. Hey, there we go. Gotta make sure I don't lose anything off the back of my pack. I remember this section kind of creeped me out a little bit last time, but I was fine. Alrighty. And sometimes you see this. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little bit of orange on here. The blazes are blue, but I guess a long time ago the blazes were orange. So there's blue over orange here. We are now leaving the spooky forest. Well, I don't remember this being here. I guess this just happened. There's a ginormous tree right on the trail. Goes all the way back there. Yikes. Not having such a heavy load on my back, pushing down on my shoulders. Everything I've bought recently is very lightweight, even listed as ultralight. I still have quite a bit of stuff, but it's all very lightweight stuff. You know, I do have stuff hanging off my pack. Earlier, just now, I had to stop and make some adjustments. I do have a chair. I brought my chair, and I had it strapped kind of incorrectly with some carabiners and some shock cord, and it was just slinging around. So I adjusted it and shed a layer. Because even though it's a little chilly out here, and I was starting to sweat, so now I'm drying out. like a really good place for me to stand here for about 10 minutes, do nothing, and just look at the forest. Quick break. It's not a strenuous trail, but it's still walking a lot. And man, this is really nice right here. Oh gosh. I've invited several of my friends out here to do this little 7 mile in, 7 mile out section of the trail who have never backpacked before. I've gotten a few yeses and I've gotten a few maybes. Basically what they mean is no. I don't want to go out there and hike with you. But it sure is fun. I love backpacking. Trail is how the terrain, it'll change and it'll turn into something else depending on how high up you are. You could be down in the bogs and the peaty swamps for a couple minutes, then you come up and you're in these tall pines, and then you get down into these really curvy bushy areas. That didn't sound right, but it does that in like patterns. Repeats. And so looks like we had a prescribed burn in this area. Curvy, bushy. Next one. There's Juniper Creek. You can just make it out. Right in there. Let's get closer. Here's a really nice view of the creek. Juniper Creek. Look at that pretty water. Man, this would great to kayak. The paddle trail is actually only a few miles. You could do like 2 or 3 nights on it. It just gets hard to navigate down a ways. Yeah, beautiful. Let's get back to the trail. Another breather. Little island out here.